Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? You're very welcome back to the channel, and a very happy St. Patrick's Day. And if you're celebrating today, be careful. That green stuff can kill you. Now, I'm not a celebrator. I'll have to say I don't drink, so I stay away from big party times. That's not me, but I love to see people enjoying St. Patrick's Day. It's just a day of fun, laughter, and everybody just enjoying the crack. I've done many of them in my time, I must add. So, I'm very happy from Wee Paddy, which is Wee Judd's friend, and I'm very happy from Mr. Paddy. And I hope you have a wonderful day and celebrate to your heart's content. And I hope you've all got tomorrow off, which a lot in the UK definitely have tomorrow off. I'll just turn these sideways. Otherwise, I'll take up my camera focus. What have I got for you today? Well, you've seen by the title, Happy St. Patrick's Day, and I have got two knives, one custom, one budget, and it's budget in my realm, so we'll just call it that. If it's more expensive for you, that's fine. It's one of those ones you can save for. It's not a silly price for a budget knife. And it's not actually a budget knife. Again, it's a bit like Rosecraft. It's one of those great knives that's, way above their budget. And we all have ones that are way above, when you get something that's above what you expected it to be, is what I should say. So this is the custom one. I got this from Mark over at Congi's Knife Scales. I haven't bought one of Mark for ages. And it's just the way it goes. Sometimes you don't see something. But then I was on his site recently and I seen this knife here. And it blew my mind. It was like the Holy Grail. It's just a knife that I just, when you see eyes on it and it looks beautiful. So I talked myself out of it for about a month, and then about a week ago we started negotiations, and Mark's really good at negotiations. And we come to a compromise with on a trade in cash. But it's about half the price of what if I wanted to buy this custom new. And that's the joy of Mark's challenge. You can get customs that are used, so the price has got, coming down a bit. That's the joy. He has new ones as well, but you can buy ones that are a bit older, but the price is obviously going to be a lot less because they're of that age. But this is just fantastic. Not very old, by the way, I must say. So I'll put this over here and we'll come to this. But this is my budget offering. And I've got these both on the same day. When was it? Friday, I think I got them. Oh, man. This for a budget knife. Kaiser. I had one Kaiser before, and I think it won my knife of the year. Was it last year or the year before? I can't remember. But I seen this one for sale, and I got this for £65. And I like saying the prices because a lot of reviewers don't, and that's absolutely fine. But I love to know, well, what can I get this for? If Paddy can get it for that, what can I expect the look to get for? And I don't mind waiting to get the price that I want that's in my head. So this one's 65, brand new. It's £99, right? Which is going into the higher end price bracket. Once it hits 3 feet, well, I think this is £99 or something on Heine. Different prices, different places. You know what it's like. So I got this for 65 on the second hand market. Fantastic deal, nice fella, really lovely. And Kaiser, I have to say, they are killing the boxing. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is the inside box. You have a sleeve that goes over this, and then you get the Kaiser logo. There we go. There you are. The Kaiser logo on this box. But look at this. It opens up. Look at that. How beautiful is that? I mean, people say they don't like packaging. I do. So you get a little booklet. It's a little foldable booklet here. There you go. Little foldable. All your paperwork's inside there. It comes in a nice plastic bag. This sits on a wee shelf just above it. I just think that is stunning. So well done, Kaiser, for the packaging. And especially at £100 knife, I think that's great packaging. And you also get this little slip. It's on Velcro, and it's got some of the best Velcro I've ever seen on anything. And then your knife comes on the inside of it. There you go. How beautiful is that? Now, this is the mini, give me a second. It's a mini bag lighter. Yeah, I did forget the name. Nothing unusual. So, it's a mini bag lighter with this beautiful, look at that. Come on. That frag pattern is just amazing. This is titanium. And this is where I want to know. Is this the clip that comes with this knife? This is I would say, no, it's not sunk down in. I don't care. This is the most comfortable clip, or one of the most comfortable clips I have in my collection. It is stunning. Look at that. It's firm, but not too firm. It's deep carry, and it just blends in with a knife. It doesn't take over the frag at all, but stunning clip, and it's titanium as well. This is just beyond something you're supposed to pay £100 for. Never mind waiting a year, and once they've been out about a year, you're going to get them at 65, 70 quid. Just stunning knife. Look at that hollow grind on that there. Incredibly thin behind the edge. That is about a 3mm stock. I would say it's somewhere close to it. Look at the jimping, how well it just gets. You can get right up there if you need to. I don't need to sneak up. I have a large hand, and I can get my third finger wraps around that last little bit. But the clip adds to the, this is unusual to say for a clip, but it just adds to the hold. It fills it out and gives me, so I can use this with a full, all my hand, get all my fingers on it. It's just stunning. I love it. Even in this pinch grip, the forward grip, it's great if you wanted to do any detailed work. I just think it is super. And what's the steal on this budget knife? And it is budget to me because I paid £65. So that's budget. That's in my budget range. M390. So I've got titanium frag pattern, M390 with a beautiful hollow ground, a gorgeous clip. And this is just phenomenal for that price. Absolutely phenomenal. Look at that. Come on now. How clean a little knife is that? And that'll do anything in my, this is an EDC knife. All day long. Absolutely beautiful. But what it also is it lets you see, like, you don't have to have, let me just get this wee stand here. I'm always, I'm sort of one of these people, I like having, I like having matches. I like having knives to match. And there's one or two knives in my collection. It's very hard to match them to because they're just such nice knives. Now this is not UK legal. I just want to give you a size of it. It's just under the 3 inches for the total length of the blade, about 2 3/4 cutting, and then overall it is about 6 5/8, about 6 5/8, 6 3/4. So it's just the perfect size of a little knife to slip in your pocket with a great clip. I adore it. Look how that is just stunning. Listen, it's not just beautiful, it really is. It's a liner lock, it's easy to get to, and it just drops down. Can you do the middle finger flick? Of course you can. Really easily. So what a lovely little knife. It's small, you can fiddle about with it, it's not going to annoy anybody, and you don't have to get your finger in the way like I did. But you can just sit and fiddle with this, and you're sitting in the park with a dog, alone and unloved. Yeah, sorry, it's a wee bit of my life story there. But honestly, I just think this for 65 quid is a bargain. And it's not just me that can get this. You can go on to the Facebook groups and all this. That's where I got this, was from a Facebook group. Lovely fella to do business with. Sent it when he said he was going to. And I got a knife which was exactly what it said on the tin. An absolutely beautiful little knife. Let me just get this to sit on here. There we go. What a gorgeous little knife. So we'll put that up there. Now, I can honestly say with both these knives, but I'm going to say it just about this one while I'm talking about it. This knife, I would say at the end of this year, this will probably be at least in my top 5 knives that are locking knives. It's that good. It really is that good. And the quality that you're getting for that price. If you buy it new, £100. If you don't, 65, 70 quid, whatever. Just whatever price you get it for, even at 100, you're getting a bargain. You're getting an absolute bargain. I love it. As an EDC knife, that's perfect. And it's sort of just to show you something else that it would be in against is this little buck saunter. Now, this is a bit dear. This is about £120 new, and they are relatively new, so I don't think the price is going to come down that much. Again, they're about not far off the same size. This is another just superb knife that will be in the top 5 this year. This one's a slip joint and this one's a locking. I like having 2 little knives this size so I can have either the locking or the slip. There we go. But the nice thing that I like about it is this I'll carry with something like this. because it's very hard to find a knife to carry with this beautiful, beautiful knife. Just Herman from Polish Custom Knives. Herman makes the most amazing knife, but how do you match it up with? This is perfect. This does not look shabby at all against this. Really doesn't. Another knife that's really hard to put up with is this month's Jack Wolf knife. I mean, oh, there we go. The Jack Wolf knife. Look at that. That's a fried pattern. That's a checkered pattern. How nice do they go together? Just absolutely lovely. And this one doesn't look out of place with these. And that's the hard bit. It's trying to this is my head, don't forget. In my head, it is so difficult to get them to match. So that's my budget option that I'm going to show you. I think you'll all agree that is just a super knife for the price. Absolutely super. But the star of the show, the big star. That's a star. This is a big star. And again, thank you, Mark. There's details there. www.congiesknifesales.com, and his name Mark Congdon. So, in fact, I'll leave that there so you can just have a quick. There you go. You can freeze that, and now you can get that name. That'll save me putting it down below. I put it in this nice clip. It's a brown, or slip, I should say. Not the right colour. I'll have to look for one that I can get it the right colour for this. But look at this. Just amazing. Can you see why when I seen this I went, oh gosh, I have to have this at all costs? And I just had to. It's a Dean Robertson, and it's his Dino, which is a native pattern. Oh my God, I can't tell you how much that stag's head just, but the jigged bone on this, and it's on both sides, it's equally as nice. Look at that. It is just sumptuous. It really is sumptuous. That lovely single line bolster. Just, I seen it, and I honestly, it was weak at the knees time. This is made of ivory and inserted in, and I'll bring you up closer. Look how nicely that is done. In fact, I'll have to get you closer because it is unbelievable. Look at that. Look how that is in there. I'll give you a side profile. It is actually contoured. Can you see? All the way around, contoured in, cut in. It's just amazing work. This is my first Dean Robertson. I've never really, never really come across him before, to be honest with you. But look at that jigging. That is all hand jigged. Look at it. Oh my gosh. It's just glorious. And it reminds me of another knife that I've got with that jigging, but I'll come to that in a minute. It's stunning. It is in 01 tool steel, which I love. 01 tool steel, same as what Ashley uses in his custom knives. But for this sort of again, I don't know him. It's like hand satin, which is just gorgeous. And there it is. It's Dean R. And that's all you get on it. There's a certificate of authenticity, which I have over there. But just beautiful. Now, it's been used and it's been sharpened. Wee bit of a dodgy sharpening here. I think this actually just curves in there, and whoever was doing the sharpening just missed it, getting it perfect by a little bit. But I can I'm not even caring about this. And this is what I'm going to tell you. This is a £300 knife. This is going to be a flipping user. I could not keep this in the drawer. Sometimes I get custom knives, I don't know what I get. I know I'm going to use this. It's been in my pocket for 2 days. I've got everything with it. I love it, and that's the way it's going to stay. This is going to stay in my collection. I'm just so enamored with it. I'm not saying it's my most precious knife in my collection, but it's just one of those you want to use. It fills the hand, and it's a lovely size for EDC. There we go. And it's just under 3 inches for the whole thing. The cutting edge is about 2.5. And overall, it is about 6 3/4. Again, perfect, about the same size as that. But this just, if you put these two together, do you see how sturdy this thing is? Look at that. It's a sturdy knife. Not over thick either, but it's one of those knives when you get it in your hand, It's just satisfying is the word for it. It's just, I can get my four fingers. If I go up to the Ricasso, I can get my four fingers all in there. If I pull back a bit, I can get my fourth finger around the side, you know, if I'm going to reach for something. But look at that blade. It's like a modified sheep's foot is the best I'm going to come up with for that. But it's that native pattern, that native shape. It's just, oh, delightful. Let me get you back out again. Oh, there you go. Is it that in the hand? It just, honestly, it just fills. And if you wanted to push, there's no problem you can push in this. It's nice and wide up here, so you don't have that movement you get with some knives. If you want to bear down and give it a bit of but the hand satin is beautiful, and you know it's a few years old. This knife, I want to say a few. I think it's about 3, 4 years old, and it was about $700 when you bought it from originally. And now it's still after, you know, that time I got it for just it's around that 300 mark. I don't want to give any of Mark's trade secrets away, but he's a very good man to deal with. But everything about it is exactly as he said. Straight into the half stop, into the it is absolutely dead up the centre. Absolutely. I hope you're seeing that all right. Absolutely dead up the centre. Completely perfect. And I mean, everything says that I shouldn't use it. I must just check if I can see if that's pinned on the inside. I never checked to see that now, but I don't think it is pinned. No. So that's glued in there somewhere. I suppose I'm going to have to be really careful, but I don't care. Do you know what I mean? I don't care. It's just a knife I'm going to use. I'm not going to hard use it, but I'm going to use it. And it's going to be in my pocket. And I always have a secondary knife to do the rough work. But this just, I don't know. It really has just excited me. This will definitely be in the top 5 this year, without a doubt. No matter what else I get, this will. It's just stunning. So there's my St. Patrick's Day, and I think pretty gorgeous offerings for St. Patrick's Day this year. 2 beautiful knives, one expensive, one not so expensive, but 2 fantastic options for my collection. I'm over the moon to have them. Thank you to Mark, and thank you to the fella from the Facebook group who was a gentleman and a scholar. I really enjoyed dealing with him, and Mark, as usual, just a gentleman. So there you go. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Big Pad says cheerio, and we'll see you next year for another video. Take care now. Bye-bye.